Good evening. Press subscribe for more interesting stories round and about Cornwall at the moment. I'm on Eastern Green Beach. Penzance is just over there. There's the Solonian ferry, the white thing in the middle. St Michael's Mount. Got this paper here today, The Good News, April 2026. And I thought I'd have a look at this article about Bear Grylls, page 3. Well-known outdoor survival bushcrafter kind of thing. Maybe he's not as knowledgeable as Ray is, but he's done some good programs about outdoor survival. So let's see. Tough guy TV star relies on Christ's presence within. TV survival expert Bear Grylls told a Norwich church that he depends on Jesus Christ's presence within him. Network Norwich and Norfolk's Keith Morris reports that the TV star was speaking to an audience of over 1,000 at Seoul Church on 9th January. Recalling climbing Mount Everest at the age of 23, Bear said, "It took us, I think, 65 days to climb. We lost 4 climbers' lives while we were up there. 2 died of the cold and 2 fell to their deaths. People often ask me, what helped you up there? What's helped you since in so many of these deserts, jungles, mountains and oceans?" His answer was trust in Jesus. "I've leant on my faith so much over the years, and in so many moments I've just learnt to lean on the beautiful presence of Christ within. And it's always there, and it's quiet, and it's empowering, and it's never let me down, his presence." No, he's talking about. And that life has been, and not that life has been easy. He broke his back at just 21 in a parachuting accident, but has learned this truth about prayer. My mum used to say, man is never as tall as when he kneels down. I once stumbled across a little chapel high up in the mountain woods in a remote part of the world. As I sat there inside, I noticed that there were some words: Christ within me, Christ beside me, Christ to shield me, and Christ to win me. Words that have helped me in my so much quietly in my life. Bearing a soul, Bear Grylls speaks about the adventure of faith in Norwich. And I asked Jesus Christ into my life, age 20. I'm now 55. Today, what is it today? July, sometime in mid-July, I think, 2026. And when I asked him into my life, I realised he died. He loved me so much. I was reading the Bible, realised that he actually died for me, an innocent man. The Son of God died in my place because he loved me, took my sins on the cross. And I thought, what must I do then to be saved? If he's going to die, have nails put in his hands and feet, tortured, whipped, beaten for me, what have I got to do? And I asked him into my life and realised he loves me. He came into my life that night, 1st of August 1990, and I felt joy that I'd never felt before, peace. And my life, I was born again. I felt like a different person, really. I'd never had joy and peace before, all my life. I'd always been anxious, had bad depression, even in my late teens, suicidal once. And since then, life has been a roller coaster. It's not always easy. It can be very difficult. I've had some very difficult times, but through it, I've always had access to God's love and peace. He says he'll never leave us or forsake us. So ask Jesus into your life. And not only that, you need to, because if we don't have Jesus in our life, when we die, we could be heading to hell. You could be heading to hell. You need to know that where you're going when you die. You don't want to be going for eternal separation from God, which is hell. You don't want to be wandering around blackness, your soul, empty with nothing. And even worse, some hell is described as torture and flames. And you want to be with God and Jesus. You want to be in a place where there's lots of people and there's love and there's no sin, there's no pain, called heaven. And the new heaven and the new earth God talks about as well. Read your Bible, read the New Testament. Especially start with the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. But also read other parts of the Bible. The Gospels are the most important part to find out about Jesus, what he's done for you. Press subscribe. Over and out.